Hi folks, welcome back to Meaningful Money. I'm back on my log here in St. Loy Woods. It's actually raining quite hard, but I'm sort of protected by the forest, so that's nice, and it means I can actually do this outside rather than in the car. Now, we have talked about principles of financial planning, the stuff which you should keep in mind in everything you do in this area. We've talked most recently about foundations, laying adequate foundations so that your financial plans are not scuppered by unforeseen events. What we need to do now is to actually get on with it and build our plan. So if we're taking a house building analogy, if you remember back to our principles, beginning with the end in mind, what that is effectively designing or coming up with a brief for our building, thinking what you would like your life to look like so that we can make the money match that. Then we've laid foundations, put in place life assurance, critical illness, income protection, so that if the worst happens, at least part of the plan can carry on without you, or carry on if your circumstances are changed significantly. So what we're doing now is building. So we talked, do you remember about the Lipsey scale? Life and income, those were the foundations. Now we're on the P, S and I, pensions, savings and investments. And these are the three blocks that we build our financial plan out of. Now these are all really different kinds of buckets that you put money into. So pensions, savings and investments. It's going to take me ages to go through all of these, but I will do as these videos build up over time. But each one of those main headings, pensions, savings and investments, are just a different kind of bucket into which you put money. Now the differences between the buckets are basically tax. They are taxed differently. So a pension is taxed differently to a savings account, for example. But also time scale. So one would expect, for instance, the savings part of your financial plan. Usually that's short-term stuff, say less than 5 years. I'll cover that off in the next video. Pensions are at the other end of the scale, very long-term. Either, obviously for me I'm 35, the state pension age currently is 65, so pensions in my mind are decades away, but I still need to be thinking about them now. Investments, which is an incredibly broad term for what is a many varied thing. Investments can be anywhere really from medium to long term, 5 years and up to 50 years really, and beyond. So the difference between these things is tax and time scale, but these are going to be what we talk about, what we're going to use to build our plan. Pensions, savings and investments. So next time we're going to talk about savings specifically, so I'll see you then.